Hi, today we want to talk about the difference between long and short vowels. This can be an abstract concept for kids because how is a sound long or short? And that can be difficult for kids to interpret. But it's important vocabulary because it helps the students recognize the implications for reading and spelling patterns that a word has. So closed syllables are the most common syllables, and they have short vowels. And the short vowel sound predicts a lot of spelling patterns in the final position and adding endings, doubling, dropping rules, things like that. That will help our students in the future if we understand this concept. A long vowel has many ways to be spelled, and it's spelled mostly in open vowel syllables, open syllables, and silent E syllables. So let's talk a little bit about what this means and how we can make it more concrete for students. All right, so a closed syllable, again, is the most common type of syllable. And in my class, we say a closed syllable ends in a consonant. The vowel in a closed syllable is short, code it with a breathe. So this helps a student be able to mark and write down those rules for them to follow later. So ending in a consonant, this sound is closed in. To make it a little bit more concrete, we can think about the closed sound is not only just with our teeth, is a closed sound, but it's also closing in this letter visually. There's not a space here. An E can only run a short way, and so he's going to have a short sound. He can run a short way, and so he's sad that he can run a short way, and he says, I can only run a short way. So we have b-et. If we take off the T, we now have an open syllable. In our class, we say an open syllable ends in a vowel. The vowel in an open accented syllable is long, coded with a macron. And again, those marks hold those sounds for us so that we can be able to remember as we go on to decode bigger words. So this ends in a vowel. And now it can run a long way. Oh my gosh, okay, gotta turn that off. So the E can run a long way, and he's very proud to be able to run a long way. And he says, E is my name, I'm the best, E, right? And so in the word, it says B, B. But when he gets closed in again, he says, I can't run very far anymore. I can only run a short way, bet. This works with other letters as well. We have B becomes Ben when he's closed in. So that visual closed in of the letter and the idea that the letter can only run a short way or a long way can help your students differentiate between the two patterns. This works with all our vowels. So if we have I is in a closed syllable because T is a closed sound or teeth close. And it's visually closing in this I. The I can only run a short way. And he's sad. He says, I can only run a short way. So we have it. If we open up the ability for him to run a long way, he now says, I am the best. And so he says, I, hi, hit, hi. All right, looking at another one. So if we have a word like this one, this is again an open syllable. The vowel is at the end. He can run a long way. So he says, oh, oh. If we close him in, it's now a closed syllable. He can run a short way. Aw, ought, not. So this open and closed idea works with every vowel. Now, you might be thinking, what about silent E? If we add a silent E to the end, he technically can only really run a short way, and so he would still be closed in. But his friend showed up, and now he's not sad because he has a friend. And E has special powers. So as they're running, E can run a long way, and so he pulls T along with him, and so O, with his friend E, can run a long way. So they work together, kind of like a relay race. They work together, and so O says his name, note. So we have open syllable, no, closed syllable, not, silent E syllable, note. And that way the student is, when they're spelling a word, they can hear the O or ah and decide what sounds they need in that word and what patterns that will imply. As they read a word, they can start seeing these patterns of what's at the end and what that implies for the vowel sound, so that we don't have that abstract concept of long and short. We now have that concept of being able to run a long way, so it's a long sound, being able to run a short way, so it's a short sound, or a vowel pattern working together, making a long sound. I hope this helps in giving students a backup strategy in order to figure out the sounds in words they don't know.